Alright, hi everyone. So we're actually doing this, huh? Let's talk about what exactly is going on with the voice actors of the gacha community, what has happened and what can be done. Now, let's focus on Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, and ZZZ because these three are majorly affected, mostly Genshin. Now, I'm gonna make this as short as possible, so let's talk about what's going on. So a lot of the Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, and ZZZ fans are on a union strike because apparently they don't want Genshin to replace their voice with AI. Of course, no one wants that, and that makes sense. That's a good reason to go on a strike, right? Now, SAG is a party that takes $3,000 fees for the VAs to protect them against AI, and some of the Genshin and Honkai Star Rail VAs are part of the SAG program. SAG also provides healthcare benefits as well. But here's the fun part. Despite you giving $3,000 to become part of the SAG, doesn't mean you'll be able to get the healthcare because it's selective. So even if you pay that much money, there are chances you might not get the healthcare benefits. And being in the US, healthcare is of the utmost importance. So their strike is also for that reason too. And that also makes sense. You want protection against AI and you also want good healthcare. If the company is promising that, then they should be giving it to you. Now, SAG is also after Hoyo to make Genshin a union project, and that will also enable the VA to work for Genshin as part of the union, and the healthcare that they were promised might get affected too. We don't know, but it might get. Alright, so far, SAG sounds really bad. Like, they're bad news, they're bad business, bad program, and that's the reason why the strike exists. What if I tell you that there is a plot twist to it? What if I tell you that both SAG and the voice actors who are on the strike are equally responsible for what has been going on for so long? Yes, both are villains in this story. So let's just cover the VA's point of view now. So the VAs went on strike against AI protection, which is the right move. Everyone would agree. However, Hoyo confirmed that they are not going to replace the VAs with AI, and even if they do get replaced, they will get replaced by humans. So it's like a normal job. You will get replaced by other humans and not AI, and that's exactly what Hoyo guaranteed them. So now the VAs, they know about this, and yet they are going on a strike claiming for the excuse of AI protection, which is not the main reason anymore. No, no, no. So all of this time, their strike was a blatant misdirection and a lie. They gaslighted the entire community for so long, saying that this is a strike against AI when it's not the case anymore. It doesn't end there. When the truth got revealed, most of the VAs they doubled down. Oh hell, they even tripled down. They went on YouTube, some of them went on Blue Note, some of them went on Twitter or X to rant about how difficult their life is without them being on the VA job of Genshin because SAG and Hoyo are not being fair to them. And they also said that this is something that the YouTube community won't understand because they are not in their shoes. And I'm not gonna say any name, but apparently one of the VAs said that the YouTube people are idiots. And you can find a whole lot of source material from there. So yeah, they are calling their fans idiots. The fans, let me remind you, the one who made them famous, the one who got them the attraction, the audience, the recognition. Now they have become a part of a problem for them, apparently. Not only that, they have been spreading misinformation for a very long time and they have deviated from the actual topic so that the fans forgets about it. But the fans didn't. Not everyone is stupid. So why are the VAs crashing out so much? Why is this year the year where each and every VA from every platform of the game are crashing out? Why can't they just tell the truth and be done with it? Get back to their job. Well, saying the truth is not that easy anymore, is it? Now that the water has gone too deep for them, they might as well just keep swimming down than swim up. Now, here's a fun fact. Hoyo is a Chinese company, and according to their law, they cannot make any project a union project unless the management says so, and they can neither replace any VAs with AI that's in their agreement. So this whole AI protection strike is now a complete fluke. Now that Hoyo has come up saying that, with the VAs exposed, I'm sure they will come up and apologize, right? I mean, the genie is out of the lamp. Everyone knows about this. No, in fact, they didn't. In fact, they quadrupled down, taking the complaints over Twitter, Blue Note, and just hiding in plain sight. Still spreading misinformation and crashing out. But why? Why can't the VAs just tell the truth and apologize? Just accept the fact that you have been spreading misinformation and you have been lying and you have been deceiving us. Why can't you just be normal? Well, it all comes down to human philosophy. You just can't help but escalate things when it doesn't go according to your way. You want everything to be done the way you want to get it done. In that way, you feel a sense of pride. In that way, you feel in control. In that way, you feel that yes, you are the face of the business. That's exactly what everyone wants. No matter what their role is, everyone wants to be in control. Everyone wants to have that sense of achievement that they are indeed the face of the business. And that's most what the humans are. Now, this is completely my opinion, but the VAs have gotten the luxury of being so free, being recognized by us time to time when we are playing the game and loving their voice. They are winning in life. They have been winning in life for so long. Because we as the fans, we love the game. We show our love and respect whenever we go to Comic Con or any events where they are present. We show our love, we show our dedication towards their work, towards the effort that they have put on making such an incredible game, putting so much emotion behind it. They have gotten the luxury of getting so much attention time to time that now they just cannot live without it. They just cannot see anything above that. And that's exactly what happens when you taste the pride, when you taste the feeling of achievement, the accomplishment that you're finally in control. You want everyone to agree with you. No matter how different the opinion is, you want their opinion to lie in the same region as you. And when no one does it, you crash out. You start blaming others. And you start taking onto social platforms to talk about how bad this person is because they didn't agree with you on something based on their opinion. Let's put it simply. They just want to act entitled, get as many attention as they want, and get things done their own way. Someone needs to tell them that they need to get back to reality again, because that's where you should be. Now, the VAs were unprofessional as simple as it is. Prime example to what happened to Jacob Takanashi. He's a Japanese raised guy who got the role of Kenichi's new VA for English, and when he got the role, he was quite happy, but not all the VAs were happy. No, they harassed Jacob Takanashi, apparently because he didn't know the issue that was going on with all these VAs for so long. Now, let me remind you, Jacob Takanashi is from Japan. He lives and breathes Japanese air. So, it doesn't make sense as to why he will be looking into what's happening over US, right? It's just how everything goes. I'm in Scotland, so I'll be getting Scottish news. Why would I be focusing myself on reading the American news or what's happening over in India, what's happening over in Japan, what's happening over in China? I can't keep up with everything. Jacob needs to have this job so that he can support his family. He can take care of the expenses. For him, it's just a job. You cannot harass someone for just doing their job. You, um, the bizarre thing is that none of the humans, when they apply for a job, they go on deep research as to, oh, why is this company hiring a new software developer or a new engineer or a new cybersecurity engineer? You don't do that. You just apply for it. You wait until you hear from them. When you get the job, you stay happy and then you work on it. You don't have to dig too deep as to why they're hiring. No. So why should someone like Jacob Takanashi be harassed just because he wants to do his job diligently and with honesty? So both the SAG and the VAs, they have been really unprofessional in the line of work. And it's because of both of their unprofessionalism, things are the way it is. With SAC forcing Hoyo to become union and the VAs forcing themselves onto them to make it happen, and acting without any consequences. Now, you have been hearing me talk about all these issues for 10 minutes straight. How about we talk about some solutions on what can we do to diffuse it or de-escalate it? The first one, change is necessary. We are in a growing world. The economy is growing, the technology is changing, the business models and policies are changing. It's quite common for a company or a business to change their policy, to change their way of work so that it benefits them, maximizes their value as well as maximizes the people that they're working for. This may sound bad to some fans, especially the kids who love the game, who love the voices. But Hoyo needs to fire some of the VAs who are acting unprofessional and who have been actively refusing to work. Yes, these VAs, while saying they're on strike, they're actively refusing to work and collecting the paychecks. So why should me, as a person who's running a business, will continue to pay you if you're not doing a job and acting unprofessionally? So the best resort over here right now, since you started the excuse of being replaced by VA, let's just go ahead and replace you with actual humans instead. That defeats the whole purpose. When Hoyo starts making changes, when they start becoming strict and they start replacing these VAs with another human who won't cause any more issues, this will blow up to them really badly. And this is required. Like I said, business model is changing. If a company feels like this is the right move, they should go for it. If this is something that they will save them money and internal legal issues, they should go for it. No companies or no business should be going through any internal issues that hampers the business operations on a day-to-day basis. That's exactly what Hoyo needs to do. As bad as it may sound, we have grew up with these characters, with their voices, but change is necessary and people need to understand that. Second one, accountability. Accountability, it's a massive word and quite difficult, especially for these VAs to understand. But hey, what do we as YouTubers know, right? Apparently we're idiots. But it's not impossible to just accept the fact that you are in the fault and just apologize and just be careful next time. Remember, you have a huge community, you have a huge audience that looks up to you. You get to inspire them, you get to give them hope. So what happens if they're wrongfully influenced? What happens when your own audience are wrongfully influenced? Well, that's going to be on you because they have followed your footsteps. They are taking inspiration from you, and now they have been wrongly influenced because of your actions and the way you have been doing things. So you have to be a better human being here. You're trying to set up an example not just for yourself or future kids, but to everyone out there who looks up to you and wants to have the same dream as you. And that should start from you accepting defeat and you accepting that you did the mistake and then start working on it. Be a better person that everyone strives and wants you to be. Trust me, no one's going to think of you any less. Rather, you will get much more respect, much more of the love from the fans, much more recognition. You'll be the face of the business again if all you do is just accept your fault, accept that you have lost, and just start working on it. And trust me on this, if these VAs who have been unprofessional for so long, if they go online tomorrow and they say that they're at fault and they will take proper actions next time, making sure that the community is not misguided or the community is not upset over them, believe me, these VAs will be forgiven, considering that they do actually work on themselves. Like I said, there's nothing wrong to accept your mistake and your defeat. It only makes you better, it only makes us love you more. We will respect you more if you just say that you were at fault. Just be honest. This is something the world needs right now, honesty. The third solution, which is the final solution that I can think of right now, is another long break. You know the long break that Genshin got in when the entire staff was affected by COVID and Ayaka went on having the longest banner run? Well, what if we have that again? What if Genshin releases a banner and they go on saying that they are having some sort of internal issues and this banner is going to stay for a long time. Of course, they have to give us compensation for that, but they, but with the time that they have given us on that banner, they can finally work on the internal issues they're facing. Make sure all of the VAs, SAG, Hoyo executives, upper management, all of them are in one place talking about brainstorming the ideas and talking about the solution that can benefit each and every one of them equally without causing any more issues. And trust me, this won't hurt the community at all. The community will understand. They already know the whole picture, they already know the whole story, they will understand of what's going on. And with the compensation, it's going to make it even better, because then Genshin will go back into its roots where they apologize and compensate for the business stop that they have done. Now, this is a necessary change. Remember, on my first point, change is necessary. This is a necessary change, not just to benefit the company, the VAs, the stake, the shareholders, the upper management, the executives, the SAG, but to the community, but to the fans as well, the audiences who plays and enjoys the game. So when Hoyo decides to do that, no one will be upset. Not everyone will be upset. Some will be upset, but most of them will accept it, and they will be happy with it, because then Genshin will finally go back. Hoyo can finally go back on doing what they have always been doing, making the game amazing. I think that's all what we need right now. Anyways, this is all I have to say. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more, because I'll be bringing in a lot of this, and not just about Genshin or Hoyo, everything else that's going on in the movie industry, the gaming industry, and the TV show industries, Marvel DC included. So yeah, take care everyone. I'll see you all again in the next video. Bye bye.